Hello FBLA, I'm Amika Reed and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Adobe software Photoshop to create lower thirds. First we need to create a new file, and you can do so by in the top left hand corner by clicking New File. Now I already have my presets set to the size that I want for my project, but on here you can change the size and how you want it to look. When you're done doing that, you can go down and click the Create button. Once you have that, I'm going to start by putting in my main image, which I will be creating a lower third for. To do so, you would click File up here in the top left hand corner, then go down and click Place Embedded. Once you get here, you can look around in your computer to find the image that you want, and then you will click on it, then click Place to put it into your project. You can then fix it, rotate it, and by using the little squares on the side, you can make it bigger or smaller and just make it fit for what you want. When you're done doing that, you can click Enter and it'll save everything and kind of keep it more locked in without the grid. Now I'm going to be placing in the template background for my lower third, which I will be putting my text on top of. You'll do the same thing by going to File, Place Embedded, and then finding what you need and then clicking Place. Now you can do the same thing you did with your image. I'll bring my lower third down towards the bottom of my screen so it doesn't cover the main subject. I'll also make it smaller and put it more into the left hand corner, as lower thirds are usually more in the left hand corner, and off to the side so it's not distracting from your main subject. So then you'll just size it, kind of put it off to the side, not distracting and not in your face. When you're done that, you can also click Enter to lock it in place. Next, you will need to add in the text, where you will put your subject's name and then their title at the bottom. To do so, you can go over off to the left hand side and click the text tool. Once you click that, you can click anywhere on your screen to add your text, and then you just type it in, whatever you want. So for me, I'm doing Amika Reed, my first and last name, and then underneath of it I will put my title, which is FBLA contestant. Now we have to fix the sizing of our lower third. Typically lower thirds, for the title portion of it, you will make smaller than your main subject's name. So to make it smaller, you can highlight it simply just by clicking and dragging. Then up at the top, there's two T's, and then you can slide those to adjust the size, making it bigger or smaller of that part, and it won't affect the top portion of your lower third. Now for lower thirds, typically the name is more large because that is your main focal point, so you want your name to be slightly larger than your title. For this, I'm going to just adjust the size because it's a little bit too big, but you still want it to be bigger than your title for your person. Now once you have that, you can go over to where your layers are, and you can click there, and then it'll lock in your text. Next, for lower thirds, you need to add in a logo of what your person is representing or who you're making a video for. So then you will just go back to File, Place Embedded, and you will grab the logo for your company. Now typically you don't keep white backgrounds when it comes to photos when you're adding in logos, so you would have to remove the background before you place it into your lower third. In order to remove a background out of an image, you'll go over to your toolbar on the left hand side and click the magic eraser tool. If it's not already pre-selected, you can right click, and then it has all the options there for you, and you select magic eraser tool. Once you have that selected, you can then go over to your image and click on it. You'll have to turn it into a smart object first, so just click OK, go back to it, and then it'll remove the background for you. Make sure that you get into the little nooks and crannies of it too, like in the B and the A as I just did, because sometimes the background will still stay. Once you do that, you can go back to the Move tool and then you can move your logo, but as you can see it's too big for our lower third. So in order to make it smaller on your keyboard, you can click Control T, and then it'll bring up the squares that we had before when we put in our main image, and with that you can resize it to make it smaller and move it about your lower third to put it into the corner. And then once you're done, you can click enter. And then after that, all you have to do is go up here and save your image wherever you want it to, and then you have a lower third.